Ogre, what a grab in the end zone. Ogre Ventspils, as I've mentioned, it's going to be the local, it is a local showdown, of course, the Ogre, the home team, of course. We are playing in Ogre Arena, and we are happy to welcome you all in Riga, Rudens 2025. I'm Dmitry Doroshenko calling on this game. Apologies for starting the commentary a little bit late, but it is difficult, of course, to be an organizer, a commentator, and many other things. So a few problems came up, but you've, I'm sure, enjoyed Ogres from Ogre, collecting their score, and this time Ventspils, that is, of course, Marks Krebs in the end zone. The tall figure, of course, of his, played in the World Under-24 squad this year. I think many of the Ventspils players actually played on that. The majority of them, like looking at their faces. So, of course, if you've watched any of the streams from there, you would recognize a few players, of course, playing on the Latvian national team. Ventspils, first break, of course, for them earlier in the game. 4-2 at the moment in the lead. Doing pretty well, and I think statistically and historically, Ventspils is a slightly stronger squad. Ogre are fighting through the bottom. They were in the bottom pools, but won it comfortably, fairly comfortably, I would say. And now trying to get into the top 8 and fight for the medals in the future. Rosens to Plinte. Plinte once again showing off his athleticism, but oh, that disc was knocked. Lukšević had an opportunity and then another opportunity, but unfortunately, oh yeah, he did not land very comfortably, and yeah, he was holding his back quite early, and yeah, it did not look like a comfortable landing for Maris Lukšević. I think he's captaining the team at the moment, and yeah, he might need to stretch that off a little bit. Atorins with the disc, goes to Budinč, one of the veterans. Budinč to Tsirulis, back to Budinč. To Zeltinj. Zeltinj, easy pass so far, nice swing, give and go. Ooh. Quite some contact over there, but yeah, Tsirulis and Plinte know each other pretty well, so know what is acceptable from each of the players. Great energy in the whole, of course. Two local teams, lots of support. Racins with the disc goes to Lukšević, the younger brother of Maris, who got injured. Thomas Lukšević, and the Rosens, unfortunate drop for him.
Guys walking on the field like.
The injured player there walked slightly on the field. Almost got called on, but yeah, Ventspils on the counter-offensive. Budinč to Atorins, back to Budinč. High disc for Gusevs. Ooh, good try there by Zeltinj, but that disc had a trailing edge, and yeah, the shape of the disc was going away from the receiver, and was not able to hold on to it. Ogre, another opportunity, visibly a lot more tired. I think they actually played the same amount of games so far. Plinte to Lukšević, Thomas Lukšević with the disc. Oh, nice swing there to Miezitis. Miezitis goes, fakes one way, goes the other. Lukšević on the far sideline goes to the other side, and Plinte tries with the greatest attempt, but he jumped from out of bounds, and yeah. But yeah, good attempt. Unfortunately not valid for Ogre, and Ventspils coast to coast to Zeltinj. Was that a double? Ooh. Yeah, a bit too much contact there from Lukšević. Yeah, Zeltinj there, unshaken, almost unshaken, slightly shaken, of course, by that reception. But yeah, of course, you gotta fight for every disc if you need to. If you gotta fight for the higher points. 5-2, Ventspils Ogre. Notable absences. Gatis Valdemars, unfortunately, is absent from the film and being a water boy for Ventspils at the moment. Unfortunately for him, he has injured himself in the very first game. But he told me, I mean, he's young, he's probably going to recover quickly. He told me, if it doesn't hurt tomorrow, I'm going to play. So we'll see if it hurts tomorrow. Hopefully, I don't know. I want to say hopefully it does, so he doesn't injure himself more. But at the same time, I wish him well. So hopefully it doesn't. But I don't know. I mean, youngsters, right? Of course, yes, one of the younger players. I think a future rising star of Ventspils, but unfortunately, yes, twisted his ankle in the earlier game. So a notable absence on the Ventspils squad. But of course, helping his team any way he can. Ventspils. Gitzakis, you have heard his voice earlier in the commentary. If you have been watching all of the games of Riga Rudens, is with the disc at the moment, ready to pull for Ventspils, and Ventspils ready to get on their defense. Ogre need to muster a few more points to themselves. Eglitis with the ball. Lukšević, good to see him back on the field. Maris Lukšević, and almost coast to coast shot. Richard Skudelis, normally playing for Riga teams, but of course, yeah, quite a lot of times picking up for Ogre. Pleasure to play with the Ogre boys. Quite a lot of them are training and living in Riga. But of course, every time there is an opportunity, they are playing together as a squad living in Ogre. Some of the youngsters, of course, Plinte and Rosens. And of course, some of the more veteran Ogre players like Racens has been playing for quite a while, Dombrovskis and a few more notable people. Zakis there to Zeltinj, Budinj now. Gets the disc to Krebs, Krebs to Zeltinj. Zeltinj fakes once, twice. Ooh! Maris Lukšević, good try there on the defense. Got really close, but just a little bit too late. Krebs now with the disc in the middle of the field. Zeltinj was available. Oof! Eglitis almost got that, but Tsirulis held on to the disc, and nice inside shot there from Budinj to Krebs, and fancy celebration by Mark Krebs. Ever the showman, of course. Ventspils so far running away with this game 6-3, still 10 minutes available for both teams. And if you fancy that, you can find, and of course if you're interested, you can watch Hyperflick from Riga taking on the locals of Ogre Moments on the Latvian Frisbee Federation YouTube channel. So we are streaming 2 fields over here. We are very thankful to European Ultimate Federation for the opportunity of streaming another field on live.ultimatefederation.eu. Of course, all of the subscribers are welcome to watch that and listen to it. These games will be available later for your pleasure, and of course both of the finals are going to be for free, streamed for free tomorrow. Racens getting us started. To Plinte. Plinte goes to Rosens. That landing did not look very comfortable, but looks like just fine, or at least not showing that. But that was quite not the most pleasant shot there. And if you're curious about the other games, yes, Ogre Moments at the moment are leading 9-1 against the Hyperflick women of Riga, and too long. It is pretty difficult sometimes to measure these particular shots, so quite tricky to go into the end zone. And we're asking for another game disc, as the other one has went all the way under the seats and sometimes quite difficult to retrieve quickly. So Racens with the disc, marked by Atorins. Quick swings to Eglitis. Oh, sorry, Rosens, my bad. Excuse me. Lukševic, Maris Lukševic to Racens. Racens to Plinte. Plinte, Lukševic. Maris Lukševic. Lukševic to his brother. Whoa! Great try by Tomas Lukševic. And yeah, Tomas Lukševic is not shy to throw his body around, but that's not a pleasant landing on the hardwood floors for anyone, whether you're young, and absolutely not if you're old, so older, let's say. Girtzakis with the disc, swing to Tsiroulis. Tsiroulis, another swing. And Ventspils almost collecting. Looks like there is a bit of a discussion there if that particular disc was in or... Yeah, looks like the discussion is going to result in a score for Ventspils. Ogre a bit in trouble in this particular game at the moment. Yeah, it's not going their way very well. However, Ogre did win their pool. So who knows? I'm sure that they would be able to muster a few breaks to themselves. Dombrovskis with the disc, looking for options. Gets it to Gudelis. Gudelis, loads of pressure, goes back to Dombrovskis. Dombrovskis to Eglitis. Lower disc for Racens, but well held on. Gudelis manages to... Oh no, did not manage to touch that disc inbounds, but it was very close. Budinj now going the other way right away, and yeah, a bit of a throwaway. I think Budinj knows that was his fault, and not the shot he planned, absolutely not. Ogre, another opportunity for them. Nezitis. Low disc for Eglitis. Eglitis, again, so much pressure from Kulishov. But I think at the same time, yeah, Gudelis is able to work through that pressure and through that contact pretty well. Yeah, very, very versatile and very quick player. Richard Gudelis, I have a pleasure of training with him in Riga quite often. But yeah, unfortunately, a throwaway. Dombrovskis was not able to go through the contact. And Budinj, uncharacteristic drop for him. Usually a very, very safe handler for Ventspils. And Ogre collect after that unexpected mistake from Budinj. Ogre collecting with just one pass. 4-7 in this game. Only 5 minutes left, so no more timeouts. But Ogre need to pull a little bit closer just to feel a little bit more comfortable, because Ventspils with the next score might pull away further than 3 points, and yeah, possibly force the earlier finish of this particular game. 5 minutes on the clock. Budinj, first pass to Zakis. Zakis, no, saying no. Goes to Zeltinj. All the way across. Goes to Budinj. Budinj to Zakis. To Zeltinj. To Krebs. Krebs to Budinj. To Zeltinj. Ooh. Zakis making one spin move, another, but not seen, unfortunately, or the thrower was not able to throw there. Zakis now behind the disc. Tsiroulis, then Budinj, back to Zakis. Zakis looking for options once, twice. No, not taken. Zeltinj to Budinj. And Krebs into the end zone for Zakis for already celebrating and already showing off a little bit. But of course, the showmanship of Ventspils is quite notable. But of course, it's all in the good spirits and never offensive towards the other team. Interesting absences. Marcis Skudra is not on the squad for Ventspils, which is quite surprising. Usually one of the more pivotal players for Ventspils, but not there, not in the halls today. Maybe we'll join tomorrow. And I think last couple years, Andres Jägers as well was playing for Ventspils for quite a while. But not this year apparently, and I did not see his name on the roster, so probably having other commitments in life. Ogre, such an unfortunate drop over there for Rainer Splinte. Usually very, very safe player, very, very good in the air, very safe hands. And Ventspils, another opportunity for them for another break. For 4-8 at the moment, they might pull within 5. Atorins into the end zone for Vitalijs Kulešovs, and Arseni Atorins collecting another assist point. Ventspils collecting another break. 9-4, 2 minutes left on the clock. Yeah, that's getting a little bit painful, but of course, as Ventspils were in the higher pools, Ogre, it would be harder games for Ogre at the moment in order to fight through and in order to get to the quarters and pre-quarters. Maris Lukšević with the disc. Nice outside in, and Plinte point and shoot kind of, but did not work out, and too high for Peteris Rosens. Peteris Rosens, probably not having the best game. I think it was within the reach, but unexpected. There, blown coverage for Gusevs. Gusevs gets the disc to Atorins. Atorins to Krebs, and some contact there, but I don't think that Krebs ever gonna call anything like that. He does like to play with a bit of a contact, and him and Rainer Splinte covering each other, also very good friends off the field. So good spirits, but of course they will discuss that after the game. Maris Lukšević goes deep for his brother, Tomas Lukšević. Some contact over there. Again from Oleg Gusevs. But brother to brother, brotherly connection. And Maris Lukšević showing perfect, absolutely perfect cut to his brother. (5-9). Of course, the previous point has already started, but unfortunately for Ogre, they cannot win that particular game. So even if they score... No, actually, if they score the next one, they're going to be within 3, so the game will continue. So it is a game to... Well, essentially a game to 10. But Ventspils are closing this game off. So it is 10-5. And this game. So Ventspils taking this particular game, and even though they were in the higher pools, they were not first. They are still managing pretty high position for their respective power pools, and in the home matchup, Ogre Ventspils. Ventspils presides 9-5. Next up, we've got another compatriots, Nova NXT. I was predicting that, so that's going to be an exciting game. Stay with us, enjoy Ultimate, and enjoy Riga Rudens 2025.